Hello, all. Welcome to Wednesday and another Bearded Woodworker live stream. Let's see a mic check. How's the mic doing? Looks like we've got a little internet working. And looks like there are a few of you here waiting for me. Thank you. Welcome. Who's in the house? Oak Knob Farms in the house. McCoy's Oak Hill Farms in the house. The Bearded Giant in the house. Prepsteader Bob. Howdy. My mom's in the house. Hey, Mom. Welcome. Green Acres Workshop in the house. Yippee Skippy. Oh, there's even a little party horn. Almost Homestead in the house. Hello, guys. How are you? I just woke up from a nap. I had a really long weekend finishing up The Little Mermaid, and we did our last show Saturday night, and then afterwards we had to tear down, and we didn't get out till after 1 o'clock in the morning, and then we had a half-hour ride home. And the next day on Sunday, which turned out to be a gorgeous day, I was kind of under the weather a little, but we were able to go outside. It was 58 degrees and the sun was out. We walked across our bridge and back, which turned out to be about a mile and 1.26 miles, something like that. So that was kind of nice. And then it hit me and I was down. And yesterday and Monday, my whole chest just felt like there was an elephant stepping on it, and I used my neti pot because my sinuses were going. So feeling much better today, but I did need to have a little nap before I got started. So I got some water here too. Naps are good. Thank you. Thank you. And I do feel better that you got off my chest, Andrew. I don't know how I didn't see you there. You're a big man. Speaking of big man, I'm sure you guys have checked out Andrew's new video. The Bearded Giant fits into small cars. This is his second annual. I think this is something he's going to do every year. Excuse me, sorry. And every year he invites me to go, but I'm busy with the shows. And I don't know what show they're doing next year, but I had so much fun that I assume I'm going to do it again. But I just got word this weekend that the shows are going to be in late February or early March. So I might be available to go, and we'll have two big fat guys fitting into small cars. And we'll see what kind of shoulder room that we would have. I think that would be really fun, Andrew. So we'll find out. I don't have anything prepared for today's live stream, but I thought I would give it a go anyways and talk with you guys. Mom, who's in Maine, says they got 6 inches of snow during the night, and it was 24 degrees today and 6 degrees tomorrow. Sorry, Mom. I believe the high today was 54. The sun was out. It was pretty nice, but it was really cold in the house. Typically, I don't make a fire during the day because I'm the only one here, and I got too cold. Minus 32 degrees tomorrow. Prepsteader Bob, you live in that part of the country, huh? Man. That is just insane. I couldn't imagine doing that. Abandoned City Camo Crew Explorers are in the house. Wow, welcome. It must be pretty late over there, yeah? Got a huge difference in hours. If you guys haven't checked out their channel, check out their channel. I've seen a couple of their videos, and their latest one they put out yesterday kind of gave a shout out to Andrew and I, which was really nice. We were talking about um, some of the old churches that would be really cool to see. And there's a church in England that it was just one of you guys went and explored and did some filming on that, and it's not abandoned, right? I would assume it wasn't abandoned, or was it? Because the door was open and they were able to go in. The lights were all off. But I thought that was the coolest thing. And the the stone they used for the outside of it wasn't like a cut smooth surface stone like you would see in some of the like cathedral and old churches that we have here. It looked like it was just a rough stone taken out of the ground and stacked together. It was really cool. And the stained glass windows was awesome to see on his footage too, because the lights were out on the inside and the sun was shining through, and you could really tell the artwork that was there. So it was really awesome. And also the pipe organ that he had there, it was adorned with, looked like it was painted, and had some nice detail to it, which I've never seen before. And then so that it had, that got me thinking about the church that Andrew and I worked in one year. Andrew owned a painting contract business. He was a general contractor, but he did painting. And he was gracious enough to hire me on. And we had fun, Andrew. I really enjoyed working with you. And Renee, which was his like first employee, and she stuck around to the very end. And we just had a lot of fun. But this church was in downtown Portland, Oregon. And from what I remember, this church was built overseas, I think somewhere in England or whatever, and then it was taken apart brick by brick and stone by stone, and it was shipped to Oregon and then rebuilt back in the new place in Portland. And the outside of it, I thought, was just stunning, and they had great stained glass mirror or windows, and they had a big bell tower. But as you go inside, you could see some nice old woodwork. But it was kind of modern. It had a balcony, which was cool. And one of the jobs we had done there was refinish the floor in the balcony. And because they didn't want to remove all the pews and stuff, you couldn't get in there with a big machine. So we had some Fez tools. I'm sure Andrew probably bought an extra couple of Fez tools, and we sanded the floor and then refinished it. And that was the second job we got, right? Yeah. So the first job we stuccoed and painted inside the stairwell leading up to the second floor. And I think the reason why Andrew kind of got this job was he had a good bid, and he owned the scaffolding, and we were able to build a scaffolding structure from the bottom that went all the way up, because we had to do repair work on the ceiling of the stairwell, and it was open from the bottom all the way up to the top. So we built scaffolding, did some patchwork, standings, stucco, primed, painted the whole entire ceiling, and then the walls down. 35-foot ceiling, you said? Yeah. And then we, as we tore down, we painted the walls, and that was a really big job. But it was a nice job to be inside as well. But we kind of got in buddies with the maintenance guy that was there, and he showed us around, and we went through places, and we even went like down stairs, and there was some kind of basement even, like I can remember some kind of barrel ceiling, brick ceiling that was down maybe below street level. That was really kind of cool. But the awesome thing is he took us up to the bell tower, and we were able to see the bell up close, and he even let us ring the bell, which was pretty amazing. And he said that there was an owl that lived there, and he used to get a lot of pigeons. The owl would feast on pigeons that lived up in the bell tower. But it was pretty cool. Yeah, so Andrew says the coolest thing was the bell tower as well. Um, show us the rig from this video. Oh, yeah. I had just finished today, and I've got 3/4 of the video edited and ready to go. I just didn't have a camera mount yet. And I'm using my new camera mount. What? So I no longer need a tripod to go film somewhere else. I'd always run into stuff. So I came up with this design, and I think I showed this last week on it moves because I don't have another camera. So I put my phone thing. But you can, I mean, I've got so much movement, and I'll take the phone off too and show you guys too. But right now, my phone is on the new tripod, and it can slide, and I can even do. What's going on? Don't want to rotate doing it, but I can do bird's eye views. I can adjust it so it goes down here, right up against, where is that? The bearded giant. So let's see if I can take the phone off and put it on my tripod, and I'll show you guys this rig that I've been working on. Oh, mother-in-law's in the house too. Hey, Mom. Both moms here. Now, I'm going to hope I don't lose you guys. I always end up pushing a button every time I do this. Alright, so now you're now on the tripod. And you guys are getting an exclusive look here. I have to put my mic now. So on my thumbnail, this is what I ended up doing. So this is where my phone goes, and this is where the battery pack. So I've got a wide range of motion. Go up, down. I can bring it in. Push it back. And this is all just screws into the wood. Here, I'll go this way so you can see the screws. See that? Everything's just being held in screws, and so far it seems to be working. And then I've got it so it slides, of course, back and forth this way, as well as side to side. And I have no tripod on the bottom anymore. But I know I'm going to curse my name when I knock my head on this one day. But if I'm smart enough, I'll just kind of keep it to the side at the shop. I don't know if you guys can still see that. So this is my workbench. You can see how I can just hover right over my workbench. And then at the end of the day, I put it over here in front of the wall, in front of the DeWalt garage, and it should just kind of be out of the way. So while I was filming this video, I was doing some shots where I wish I had this already done, because I wanted some nice bird's eye view of me trying to drill in the holes. So now that I've got this bracket, and this is what I worked on today, finished, and I have on video, I'll edit that and maybe get it out by Friday. We'll see. So now I'm going to show you if I can here. So this little guy plugs into the headphone jack. And I just put, this is from a bracket that was in a box of that garage door stuff. So I just clip it on there. It holds. And then I stole this camera mount from my son that Andrew gave it to him Christmas, but he also gave him a nice tripod mount thing that's got a built-in microphone, and he can carry it around, and then he can also put it on this amazing tripod. So he said he wasn't going to use this. So I don't know how much this piece is, but I only spent $2 on this whole rig. So I had all of this wood already in the shop. I had this Lazy Susan. It's just been in the shop forever. And after stealing Alex's little mount, I went and bought some bolts and wing nuts. It's $2. There. How was that? Did that work out okay? Not sure how loud it was. It would probably be louder if I didn't have the lapel mic of it moving, picking up the vibrations on the phone and stuff. And yeah, look forward to that. Hopefully Saturday. What did I miss? So did you guys make comments on it? Let's see. Exclusive beard view. Yes, you right here. Thought really anyone could make this, and I explained in my video how I purchased on Craigslist 2 garage doors to replace the old ones that I had. Well, I kept the frames for the door up, and then I used the other frames that I got from these doors to build this gantry, I guess they call it. I'm not really sure what they call it. Build it this way, and then I had to extend, as I showed you guys last week, so when the door opens, it's not going to push it off and fall to the ground. So let's see. Awesome, thank you. It's the most amazing, cool, geeky DIY must-have camera mount ever. Yes! Thank you! Thank you for saying that. And maybe people will feel that way too when I put out the video. And it's going to be a long video. I don't think I'll be able to get it under 25 minutes, but maybe if I go back and rework the editing, I just kind of want to show everybody step by step how to do it. I'm not doing any kind of voiceover on it. I see some guys do that, and I kind of like that, where you can talk while you're working. I typically will show you something, and then I'll speak, tell you what I'm going to do, and then kind of do it. But I think if I did voiceover, that it would probably shorten the video, because I can speak as I'm building, I guess. It's like a shop dance partner. Yeah. Sam's grabbing a notepad and scribbling out plans for a camera arm now. Andrew says, I'm working out the bugs so Andrew can figure out a better way to do it. It's awesome. I'm really excited about it. So we'll see what happens. Need to buy Gary a second wireless router for the yeah. I know, right? We'll see how this goes. I think I signed off last week without the internet going off, right? Or I didn't. I don't remember. Maybe a short series. It could be a 2-part as well. Maybe if I did that and people saw the second part, they'll want to see how the first part was, and maybe I can get a little more views that way. I know personally when I go and start looking through videos, it's hard for me to want to watch a 20-some-odd minute video unless it's a live stream of somebody I know or a channel that I enjoy. But sometimes the builds just have to be long. And then there's that second one where I see part 1, I'm like, oh, If he's not finishing the whole build, do I want to watch it? It's bad that way. I'm bad that way. So, we'll see what happens. And maybe I'll do one full 20 whatever minute video to show the whole entire thing. And then I can do another 3-part series for people who don't want to watch the whole thing. Let's see. Yeah, split to 2 or 3 videos. Gantry. Right. Is that what I said? I don't remember if I said that, but thank you. And I don't really have a joke prepared for today, but I have a riddle. How long does a jousting tournament go? I'll see if anyone can answer that. How long does a jousting tournament go? Anyone? Goes to 12. No, Andrew. It goes till nightfall. Oh, I'm gonna pass out. Oh no. Goes till somebody gets smoked. Yeah, someone got their nightfall. Oh, I must not be feeling good. Golf serves going to my head. On another note, Sam, I used that program that you suggested to try to find my lost files. And I found a handful of videos, but I didn't find everything. Excuse me. And I don't know if I'm willing to pay the money yet. I think I'm just gonna bite the bullet and just go with me missing all of my bearded woodworker videos. So other than this arm gantry thing, I don't have anything else yet in the works, but I do have an idea. I'm gonna play with some dowels, come up with a really cool, and I'm not going to tell you what it is, a really cool project using dowels that I did back when I was in high school. I was kind of into special effects movie stuff, and I used to buy that Fangora magazine, which did the FX makeup tutorials and stuff on the magazine, and did a project in the back of my the apartment we lived in, Mom. You remember Grampy's little, I don't even know what you would call it. It's like a backdoor entryway. It must have been 5 feet by 6 feet, 4 by 6, maybe even 4 foot by 8 foot. I have no idea. Really small. Basically, you would come up the back porch, you would go into a door room, and it'd be like, maybe it was a mud room of some sort, and then there would be a door that led you into the house, and then there was a door that went down to the basement. Well, my grandfather had a little workbench there and had some tools, and I was able to make this project in his little shop that he had there, and thinking about redoing that, maybe making it a little better. Show you guys what that was. And speaking of, I've always been interested in kind of DIY stuff and building stuff. And when I was younger, we had a garage, but my mom was either working or at school, and we were kind of left alone by ourselves. And my dad had a shop. He set up there, and then when he left us, he just kind of left everything there, and we fool around a little bit, but there wasn't any major power tools or anything like that. But my grandpa had a little work shed or a workshop in his basement. And I can remember when I was 9 years old, we lived in Maine when we moved to, we didn't move. When we visited them in Maine, we lived in Texas. I had gone down in the basement, and my grandpa, and one of the times I can remember, let us build some things, and he taught me some things, and then I helped him repair a trellis that was a nice arch entry into the backyard. And I can still remember that even when I'm 9 years old. Geez, that was 36 years ago. It was something that kind of stuck with me, and I don't do it as much as I should with Alex. I'm trying to get him involved, but he and I have done a few projects, so it's kind of nice to start when you're young too. And I know if my grandpa was still alive, he would probably watch these silly videos I do and watch this live stream and support me, which could be pretty awesome. But I enjoy doing what I'm doing here, and I hope everybody who watches me enjoys seeing what I do, and also enjoys doing what they're doing as well. Do you guys have any questions for me? We're coming up on that little half-hour mark, and the internet is still on, so that's kind of cool. I do have a welding video that I want to make too. I haven't really used that welder yet. I think I am going to take some of this. This is really funny. When Andrew got his welder, he asked me if I had any. Like, well, all I have is this old bed railing, and you can have it. And he took it. And he never used it, so he gave me his welder. I says, well, I don't have any metal. And he's like, well, all I have is this old bed railing. You can have it. So he brought it back to me. It's really thin gauge, and it looks like it's got a powder coat or something on it. But I think if I sanded the powder coat off, that I could use it to weld some things. But I think I'm also going to try and build a pallet wood tool. So I'm going to, my first time welding, I'm going to see if I can weld something to make a fork to pull the pallet woods off of the actual pallet, disassemble pallets, I guess. Bed rail's your favorite thing, right? Well, and they're kind of on Craigslist a lot for free, and you can get them everywhere. Welding is fun. You'll enjoy. Oh, I know. I'm going to get that bug too. Just kind of like doing the wood turning for the first time. That's really fun. Ooh, and good night, Bob. Prep Center, Bob. Thanks for stopping in. When I did my, excuse me, I'm going to walk off camera here. When I did my wood turning, and I told one of the guys that I do the show with, and he does some wood turning, and he told me that he had 7 or 8 boxes of wood, and that somebody gave him, and said that he would be more than glad to give me a box. So I have a computer box full of these little scrap pieces of wood, high dense wood. I mean, this looks like it could be walnut. So let me slide the camera over here and tilt you down and show you this little box of wood. A lot of blanks. Can give me some pin blank. So Brian Hanna, if you're watching this, thank you so much. This is like a super awesome gift that he literally just gave me, because he said he literally just got it from some guy. So it's another pin blank too. Bragging about the camera mount again. Well, I mean, come on, you got it, right? But I think this will make a nice. Oh, look at that! There's even a little circle. So, Andrew, I'm gonna try a bowl with this thing on buffering bad. That means my internet's gonna go out, most likely. So, yes, I will get bitten by the welding bug, I'm sure, because I've been bitten by the wood turning bug too. So I'm not gonna push it. We're at our half hour. I really appreciate you guys stopping by again and showing me support by watching the Big Beard talk on camera. Look for my video hopefully this Friday for this arm, and I'll get some more stuff out there, and we will be back live again at 4:30 Eastern Time on Wednesday. Don't forget to watch The Bearded Giant tomorrow as well at 4:30. Thank you so much for joining. I'm gonna sign out now so the internet doesn't die on me. Thanks, guys.